Today we will start evolution of business in India. Now, history of commerce. Before understanding the history of commerce, dear students, you should know what do you mean by commerce. Commerce includes all those activities which facilitates exchange of goods and services. They facilitates exchange of goods and services. Producer produces goods and gives those goods to buyers. Buyers in return give what? Money to the producers. So this give and take relation system is known as exchange in an economy. Now, history. Goods and services are moved from one place to the another to facilitate exchange. So there were two routes very popular, Silk Route and Spice Route. Silk Route was the road route from west to east. Okay. Silk Route ensured commercial activities as well as political relations between India and its neighboring countries like China, Pakistan, etc. Spice route. What the name is saying? Spice. So it is a route used for moving and transporting spices from one place to the another. Right? But this route was not a road route. It was a waterway. It was known as maritime route. Maritime means what? Ki waterways were used, ships were used, boats were used to transport goods and services from one place to the another. But directions were same, west to eastward only. So in this history, there were two popular routes, Silk Route and your Spice Route. After history of commerce, the next is indigenous banking. Now, you all know and are aware of barter exchange. Barter exchange is also known as C economy, yani commodity exchange for commodity. There was no presence of money at that time. But CC economy or commodity exchange or barter exchange faced many problems. Problems of double coincidence of wants. Means if I am having rice and you are having wheat, I need wheat, but maybe you are not requiring my rice. You already have taken rice from somebody else, right? So double coincidence ki both the parties require each other good. That is known as double coincidence of want. It is possible ki there is an absence of double coincidence of want, but I need wheat and there is only one person producing wheat in my village. So what I will do when I am having only rice in my hand. So all these things plus it is very difficult to store food grains and to keep them safe in big warehouses for wealth creation also. So your after double coincidence of want, storage of wealth is also a big problem, big issue, and measuring of कि हाँ आपने मेरे को wheat दिया, मैं आपको जो हूँ गोल्ड दे रही हूँ या लेदर शूज दे रही हूँ, उन दोनों के वैल्यू को मेजर करना इज ऑल्सो नॉट पॉसिबल in between two commodities. So these were the difficulties which we faced in barter exchange. So for this reason, the evolution introduced metallic money was introduced by various kings, right? So metallic money removed all those problems, all those shortcomings which we were facing in barter exchange. Money proved as a good store of value. मतलब you can store it very nicely. मनी को छोटे से लॉकर में, पर्स में आप डाल सकते हो. फूड ग्रेन्स को कैसे डालोगे? पोटैटोज को कैसे भर के रखोगे? तो you need require a big space for that, isn't it? So easy storage was there. You can easily measure all goods in terms of money. तो measure of value भी थी. Medium of exchange, it was announced by the government or the kings कि the common medium of exchange will be money only. So all these were the benefits of your money. Okay, next is banker. Now before going to the topic, we should understand what is the work of banking. Banking institutions generally perform major two functions. What are those functions? Accepting savings, access of your income which you don't want to consume, as well as providing loans, also known as borrowings, also known as credit. Okay, so they accept savings as well as they provide loans. Ab loans are provided to needy people And now need can be of two types. For consumption, you have to purchase car, you have to make house, you have to purchase some particular personal use good, that is your consumption goods. As well as economic goods, productive goods, your productive work के लिए you require loans. For example, purchasing new shop or purchasing machine or purchasing new factory or expansion of current factory or expansion of current shop, that is your economic activity. So loans can be given for two purposes, consumption purpose as well as economic purposes. Okay, now the documents are which were used at that time were generally of two types. One was chithi, you know, letters, right? The letter were given ki okay, I promise to pay so and so money if I have taken money from you, that is your this. And the other was your Hyundai was a formal document of taking loans, right? So what happens ki if there are two parties, party A and party B, party A is a lender and party B has taken the money, so the lender will call as creditor and the person who has borrowed the loan is known as debtor. तो between them what is the proof कि आपने पैसा लिया या हमने पैसा दिया, proof क्या है? उसके लिए उस टाइम पे एक डॉक्यूमेंट बनता था, that is known as Hyundai. तो अब वो डॉक्यूमेंट इनके लिए तो ऑर्डर है कि आपने इतना लिया है, आप मुझे इतना पे करोगे, बट सेम डॉक्यूमेंट इज अ प्रॉमिस फॉर द बोरोवर कि हाँ मैंने इतना लिया है और मैं इतना पे करूँगा, विद ऑन दिस टाइम पे करूँगा. तो इसमें कई टाइप्स ऑफ Hyundais हैं, वो हम डिस्कस करेंगे लेटर टॉपिक में. तो दिस इज अच्छा बैंकर एट दैट टाइम वर ऑफ टू टाइप्स. आपको मैंने बताया, एक था आपका नेशनलाइज बैंक, public sector units banks which are owned by the government, and the other were Jagat Seth were the रूरल एरियाज बैंकर्स. सेठ वगैरह हुआ करते थे, साहूकार होते थे. ओल्ड मूवीज़ में देखोगे, अच्छा तुमने मेरे को पैसे नहीं दिए तो तुम्हारी सारी फसल मैं लेके जा रहा हूँ. दैट टाइप ऑफ ओल्ड साहूकार्स एंड सेट्स वर देयर एज एन इंडिजिनियस बैंकर्स इन रूरल इंडिया. थर्ड पॉइंट इज ऑफ राइज ऑफ इंटरमीडिएटरीज. इसको तोड़ दो अगर वर्ड को, इंटर and mediatories. These are the middlemen who helps in ease of exchange of goods and services between producers and buyers. They act as a link. They are the middlemen. Now, what are the different types of middlemen? Like commission agents. They tells give me commission and I will help in selling your goods and services. Brokers. They tells give me commission, some part of your income, 5%, 2%, and I will help to in selling your shares of your company. Distributors are those people who helps in making available the goods to in the different markets. They facilitates the supply of the goods in different parts of the country, because goods are produced at only one place, okay, and there are various markets. So they takes the responsibility ki okay, I will distribute the goods in different markets. Because of these facilities, from in getting capital, from increasing sale, from ease and convenience of reducing the workload of selling the goods, okay, so foreign trade flourished in this era. Foreign trade flourished after increasing and getting facilities for your internal trade. Foreign trade also flourished, it also increased. फॉरेन ट्रेड हम पढ़ेंगे चैप्टर वाइज डिटेल में, बट इन फ्यू लाइन्स आई विल टेल. फॉरेन ट्रेड इंक्लूड्स इंपोर्ट्स, मीन्स यू आर परचेजिंग द गुड्स ऑफ अदर कंट्रीज, और एक्सपोर्ट्स मीन्स यू आर सेलिंग योर गुड्स इन द अदर कंट्रीज, और एंटरपोर्ट, ये सब हम डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. एंटरपोर्ट मीन्स यू आर नॉट यूजिंग दोज गुड्स, यू आर परचेजिंग फ्रॉम वन कंट्री एंड सेलिंग इन द अदर country, that is your enterport. Okay, so this you will study in detail in the later on foreign trade chapter. Now next was, now only money transactions were not there, credit transactions were also there. means कि हम उधार पे भी काम चल रहा था. You must have seen in many shops कि दोपहर के टाइम पे अगर आप जाओ तो वहाँ पे एक बंदा आता है जो गुड्स लोड करता है, अनलोड करता है और बोलता है कि जो है पेमेंट आज करेंगे कि एक हफ्ते बाद करेंगे. Then shopkeeper, according to his convenience, he promises कि I will pay either tomorrow or after 10 days or after a month, right? That means कि आपने तुरंत पेमेंट नहीं किया, आपने उधार पे गुड्स को खरीदा. So these are known as credit transactions. Similarly, sometimes also happens with the buyers कि भाई हम गए, हमने लिया 400 रुपये का 400 रुपीज़ का सामान, बट वी डोंट हैव दैट मच मनी और 300 रुपये निकले, तो मैंने बोल दिया कि ओके 100 रुपये हम बाद में दे देंगे। उसने कहा ठीक है 100 रुपये आप बाद में दे दीजिएगा। दीज आर व्हाट क्रेडिट ट्रांजेक्शन, मतलब सेम टाइम पे आपने उसको मनी नहीं दिया और प्रॉमिस किया कि हम बाद में आपको दे देंगे। तो क्रेडिट ट्रांजेक्शन भी पार्ट शुरू हो गई थी, अ पार्ट ऑफ योर सेम टाइम मनी ट्रांजेक्शंस। नाउ लोन्स वर इजीली अवेलेबल, क्योंकि हमारा बैंकिंग सिस्टम बहुत अच्छा हो चुका था, तो लोन्स वर इजीली अवेलेबल विद इन द इकोनॉमी। अब क्या हो गया था, अब इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज बढ़ चुकी थी कि इन दिस एरा स्पेशलाइज्ड बैंक भी गवर्नमेंट ने सेटअप कर दिए, यानी कि स्पेशली एग्रीकल्चर के लिए बैंक बना दिए। नाम सुना होगा आपने सिडबी, स्मॉल इंडस्ट्रीज डेवलपमेंट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया। इसका हेड ऑफिस पता है कहाँ है? लखनऊ में। ओके, सिडबी। तो ये डेवलपमेंट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया है और ये प्रमोट किसको कर रहा है? स्मॉल इंडस्ट्रीज को कर रहा है, और आजकल ये एमएस आपके मिडिल इंडस्ट्रीज को भी करता है। ओके, तो एसएमईज को जनरली ये फॉलो करते हैं, स्मॉल एंड मिडिल इंडस्ट्रीज को ये फाइनेंस करते हैं, उनकी हेल्प करते हैं, उन्हें गाइड करते हैं, उनको ट्रेन करते हैं। ऐसे ही और होता है नाबार्ड, नेशनल बैंक फॉर एग्रीकल्चर एंड रूरल एरियाज। ओके, तो यहाँ पे भी क्या है, ये भी इनका फोकस होता है, दे आर ऑल्सो स्पेशलाइज्ड बैंक, और इनका फोकस होता है स्पेशली एग्रीकल्चर पे और रूरल डेवलपमेंट पे। तो ये स्पेशलाइज्ड बैंक अपार्ट नॉर्मल बैंक्स के अलावा स्पेशलाइज्ड बैंक भी बनने लगे, जो एक पर्टिकुलर इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी को ही फाइनेंस कर रहे थे, प्रमोट कर रहे थे।